Good morning, New Mexico. This is Dennis here at Malloy Auto Group in Los Lunas, New Mexico. How are you? Thanks for joining me. We appreciate you. And it is bright out here. Man, I should have worn my hat. But wanted to get with you on a beautiful vehicle. Also wanted to talk to you about something that we don't talk a lot about, but maybe you need to think about it, and that's leasing. So towards the end of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about leasing, because the vehicle that we're going to look at today is the 2020 Chevrolet Traverse. And that Chevrolet Traverse is right there. See? Right there. I'm Vanna White. So, we're going to talk about this Traverse, then we're going to talk a little bit about leasing. We're going to give you some important information at the end of this video, so make sure and stay tuned. Watch the whole thing. All right, we're going to spin around here. We have Spin-O-Rama in color. Woo, look at that, Spin-O-Rama. Look, we got Impalas, we got Malibus, we got some Silverados, and then we have that bad boy there. What do you think of that, huh? This is a 2020 Chevrolet Traverse. This vehicle is loaded with features. We're going to spin around the back and see what kind of Traverse this is. I think it's, oh, it's right there. It's an RS. RS. So, that is, it's like a Traverse LT Plus. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. We're going to take a look at it today. This particular model is an all-wheel drive RS. Fantastic. So that is the Traverse we're talking about today. Let's take a look at the options, shall we? Moving my little stick together there. All right, so let's take a look at this bad boy. Can we see it? It is so bright out here. So 2020 Chevrolet Traverse all-wheel drive RS. Yeah. This is an iridescent pearl tri-coat with jet black interior. This has the 3.6 liter V6 engine and an automatic transmission. Along with the standard warranty, you can see 36,000 miles or 36 months. You also get a powertrain warranty. On the exterior, you get several luxurious features. You get lumbar control in your seat. Nice. And this one, in addition to the standard options, has, can you see it? Chevrolet Infotainment 3. That's premium with navigation, 8-inch HD color touchscreen, voice recognition, Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. It also has the Bose Premium 10-speaker sound system, keyless open and start, OnStar services, and Sirius radio capable. Nice, nice. Anything else? Oh, it's got the dual Skyscrape sunroof. It's got the trailering equipment and the front license plate bracket. So this vehicle is loaded with features. Let's take a look on inside, shall we? We will open the door, and it's got the keyless entry, and you can see. Push the button. Oh yeah. Keys in my pocket, never have to touch it. Power windows, power locks. You can set the door height for the rear door that we will look at in a moment. The luxurious seating surface, power seat, lumbar control, and leather seating surfaces. So here is the view inside, and it is pretty nice. You can see the steering wheel controls. Here you have your speed controls. Here you have your info or your driver display controls, as well as your hands-free voice control. Push button start is included. Nice. And the Chevy infotainment system. You've got air conditioning, sweet. Dual zone air conditioning. You've got several plugs here, right there. And spacious cup holders. And this is the all-wheel drive, so you do get the all-wheel drive selector there. So fantastic. Rear view mirror and OnStar. Sunroof, dual panel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. let's start it up, shall we? 3.6 liter V6 coming to you. Push button start. Let's see what's going on. Make sure the radio is not blaring at us. Oh, hello, Chevrolet. Let's turn down the air so it doesn't sound like we're talking to you in a hurricane. We'll turn that down so we don't get into trouble on YouTube. Gonna say okay to that. This vehicle's in demo mode. Sweet. So you've got your audio control button, your navigation, so you always know where you are. Oh, the SD card's been removed. It really hasn't. Look, I noticed that earlier. The SD card was right there. Sorry about that, folks. All your navigation, it's loading maps, it's checking the map version, it's initializing the profile, and boom, there you go. And there we are, here in beautiful Los Lunas, New Mexico. It's already 89 degrees, and it's only 9 o'clock. I think it's going to be hot today. And you can see the beautiful passenger seating surface. And let's check out the back, shall we? Luxurious captain's chairs here in the back. And a third row for third row seating. We won't show you the flip up function here because I usually have problems. Let's try it. Let's see. Oh, that is easy. Hold on. That's the easiest one I've done. Look how simple that is. Access to the rear seating is simple as that. And your seat folds down for plenty of cargo storage. Let's jump back here. You know, I didn't turn this thing off. Let's turn this off. So we come around to the back here, and did you notice the awesome wheels? So this is the all-wheel drive. It's got all the camera system here. I didn't show you that inside. So we push the button, and yes, automatic lift gate. And so seating, storage, all kinds of storage. There's your front license plate bracket. That is fantastico. And over on the passenger side, just as exciting, there you go. Over on this side, ooh, you come by it, I'll take a ride with you in the luxurious seating surface. Very nice. So, at this point usually, we're going to close the gate here. Seating, closing. Alright, so we're going to turn this thing back on. So, usually at this point what we do is we're either going to take a test drive or we're going to talk about something else, but we're going to talk about something, we're going to talk about leasing. The reason that we're talking about leasing is this vehicle, this month, and I have my paper right here. I have some notes on my paper here. So, the specials this month on the 2020 Chevrolet Traverse. So on the everything but the L model is $25,000 cash rebate. No, that is wrong. $2,500 customer cash rebate. Plus there are some other rebates available. But we wanted to talk about leasing. So on the 2020 Chevrolet Traverse, and this is on an LT model, the Chevrolet lease for 36 months is $329 a month. So how does leasing work? Well, due at signing is $1,829, and of course tax and license and dealer fees are extra. And then the total mileage is 30,000 miles, and there is a charge of 25 cents a mile over that. Further, they disclose this, and this is where sometimes we lose people in leasing, is because there's a lot of disclosurage. But the way leasing works is really kind of cool. If you've never considered leasing, you might consider leasing. So that lease assumes that you have a current lease on a 2015 model year or newer, and have had the lease. The payments are for the 2020 Equinox LT with an MSRP of $29,095. 35 monthly payments total $91,04. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 30,000 miles. Closed-end lease, option to purchase at the end of the amount to be determined at the lease signing. GM Financial must approve the lease. So sometimes we lose people in the lease action just because of the disclosures. But really, if you haven't considered a lease, you might. So really what happens is, I don't need to make a profile. So what happens with the lease is you only pay for the vehicle while you're driving it. So you get in this luxurious Traverse and you say, I'm going to lease it for 36 months. You're not paying for it any longer than that. At 36 months, you either turn it in or you can choose to purchase it. The lease payments are only based on what you're going to use. At the end of the lease, GM Financial says, hey, right now we think this vehicle is going to be worth this. And that's what's called a residual value. And that residual value is what you can purchase the vehicle for at the end of the lease. And so the rest of that money, all the rest of that money that you usually would have to pay for, see, I'm doing this with my hand, all that money that you would usually have to pay for on a conventional loan, you don't have to worry about. So you only drive the vehicle and you're only paying for it while you're driving it. The cool thing about a lease is that you're never upside down in your lease. Because if you pay to the end of the lease, at the end of the lease, you're not upside down. That's easy. One of the things that people often talk about with a lease as a negative is the fact that you are limited in miles. And here in New Mexico, we tend to look out our window just like that a lot, and we do a lot of driving, right? And so sometimes people say, well, I drive too much for a lease. But you know, the cool thing is if you know you drive a lot, that's okay. You can figure that into the lease, and maybe the lease payment isn't that $329 a month, but maybe it's, you know, $349. But for a Traverse, a brand new Traverse that you're not going to be upside down in, you know, that's not a bad payment. And so consider leasing. It's a good alternative. You know, and the other thing that I wanted to talk about too, we're talking about leasing and questions about vehicles. If you've ever got a question, feel free to call me. My number directly is area code 505-916-2174. 505-916-2174. You can text me there. You can give me a call. If I don't pick up, you know, like I just got a call right now while we were recording this, and I'm recording this, so I didn't pick up the call. So if I didn't pick up the phone, just leave me a message, and I will get back to you. If you've got any questions about anything that we've talked about or anything that you've seen, or you want some additional information, feel free to give me a call. 505-916-2174, and you can always talk to Dennis. Don't worry, I'm here. So listen, this is Dennis here. I'm inside the Traverse, and we are going to close out right now by saying it's MalloyChevrolet.com, exit 203 on Interstate 25. How else? Oh, if you want to use Personal Shopper, go to Malloy.personalshopperprogram.com. The shorter address there is don'tshopalone.com. So again, this is Dennis here at Malloy Chevrolet saying, listen, let me be your car guy. Thanks. We'll see you later. Peace.